Where are we now, Gary?
Absolutely no idea. Fake house.
Gary's favourite little place, and he's just said he hasn't been able to get in here for ages.
It's either enclosed or rammed.
Yeah, and it's pretty empty. We've just watched the Princess and Pirates parade, we just saw the princesses. So now we're just going to stop and have a coffee. Love all the Tiffany lights in here.
Going on Western Adventure. Up to the top. Here's a bad boy, he's been locked up. He's been coming out for a long time. Who's that woman down there? Who's that woman down there checking me out? Some crazy woman down there. Get her locked up. Lock that woman up. That crazy woman with the white hair. Guess he can't find his car keys.
So we're all shattered. So we've come for a little bit of a rest into the Disneyland Hotel. Dad's got a nice big beer. I've got some dips. And Gary's making his way through all the olives. Gary's got a virgin colada. We just thought we'd come and sit in the peace and quiet and some comfy chairs because I think Dad's had enough for today. That'll teach you for trying to eat the olives too quick. Oh, what's he on now? The peanuts. They are to share. I've actually, Gary has been literally eating all day, so I've got myself some vegetables and a garlic and herb dip, which is very nice. And yeah, Dad's got a nice beer.
Very wet.
just been to the Cafe Fantasia for a drink, and as we came out we bumped into Philippe from DLRP Fans and his wife Sophia. So we have just stopped and had a chat with them. Really nice, really friendly, showing us all their latest gimbals and equipment and everything. Yeah, that was really good. Really nice to meet people, really nice to get some information on, you know, how to do things and how to grow your channel, etc. So that was really lovely. And I'll insert the I'll insert the photo, I'm so tired, in a moment, or at the end of this. But yeah, really nice couple. So that was really good. And now we are going out of the park, out of the hotel to the park, and we're going to have a meal at Captain Jack's shortly. So we were actually going to go and do Mickey and the Magician, but just as we were going out we bumped into them, so we decided to stop and have a chat with them instead. So
That's good. Excellent.
yeah, it was really nice to see them. So
It's good to see the people behind the video. So it's two lots of vloggers we've met this time.
yeah, it is, yeah. Good trip. So off we go. Go and find something to do for half an hour before we go for our meal. Just waiting for the parade to start. We thought we'd have a quick look at the parade before we go down to Captain Jack's. So we've just come into Captain Jack's. We're sitting right near the water, near the ride. Which is exactly where we sat with Abigail and Chris at Christmas time. Exactly the same place, and we're needing to use our phones again to be able to see the menu. So we're on the Seven Seas menu, I believe. But we have just asked, and we can upgrade. If you don't like it, you can upgrade to the next one. And with our annual pass we get an aperitif as well. It's beautiful in here. It's very dark. It is a nice restaurant. We do like it in here. So we have our aperitif. I think I need to put a light on. Let me see if I can use my phone. There we go. Yeah, that's my aperitif. Gary's already started on his bread. So there we go. So Gary has got some kind of chicken. What was it called, Gary? Can't remember. But
Chicken.
yeah, chopped chicken or something. I've got the prawns and apple salad, which looks really nice, and Dad's got the same. So that's our starter. Looks very nice. So Gary has the mahi fish with rice. I've got some kind of beef, tender beef with some kind of salsa and sweet potato mash, I think that is. And Dad has, what have you got?
Aubergine, fish, and bits and pieces.
Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
It's very nice. Okay, so Gary's dessert is a rice pudding with mango puree, is that correct?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Dad has got, he's got some kind of, looks like vanilla ice cream, and he's got
Banana and pecan nuts.
but not caramelised banana with pecan nuts. That looks very nice. So I've got tonka bean chocolate tart with ice cream. Looks very nice. So we went to Captain Jack's for a lovely meal. It was really nice in there. We really enjoyed that, didn't we?
Yes.
And
yes, it was very good. I had some really bad eggs.
oh, you say that every time.
Some pieces of 8. Oh, God, quite nice actually. 7 of those.
Anyway, we went to Captain Jack's for a really nice meal, and by the time we actually had our table booked for 5:30, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But by the time we'd actually finished, it was 7:30. I think we were one of the last people in the restaurant. Came out, and we had intended, we thought, well, that's handy, we've come out just as the fireworks and the illuminations is happening. So the idea was we were going to leave the restaurant and whiz to the castle to show Dad, you know, illuminations and stand there and do a bit of vlogging. And we stepped out of Captain Jack's and it was absolutely chucking it down. So we then went back into Captain Jack's, ponchoed up, and then traipsed through the wet. We did sort of show Dad very briefly the castle with some of the illuminations just as we got to the start of the arcade, but it was just too wet and too horrible, and he wasn't feeling that great, so we just wanted to get him back. So we've come back to the hotel, had a nice cup of coffee, and we're just going to start doing a bit of packing. Well, I say I will start doing a bit of packing.
I don't know how to do it, so there's no point trying, really, is there?
It's a good
just
excuse,
make a
isn't
complete
it?
mess of it, and it'll fall out. Cases will come open, everything will be on the floor.
But yeah, so we didn't quite get to do everything we wanted to do this evening, and the weather has turned a little bit. My shoulder's really aching where it's been cold and tense, and Gary's tired as well. He's trying to hold his arm up now to that. Yeah, so we're going to pack now, and so it's not been a very exciting day today, but we will. It was exciting when we saw Philippe and Sophia, wasn't it? That was really nice.
Yeah, I've not really met many other bloggers. That's probably about the only third. That's probably the third couple, I think. Isn't it? Yeah, we met
Colin and
Shona Road to Disney. That was last
September. Last September.
And Paul and Cheryl last night. That UK Disney couple, and Philippe and his wife
Sophia.
Geordie wasn't there.
No, that's
working apparently, but
DLRP Fans.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really nice to see other vloggers. It's nice to actually, you know, these people you've been watching for ages and everything, to actually meet them in person.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't suppose any of them watch us though.
Well, they've heard of us.
Yeah, because we sort of tweeted them, hadn't we, yesterday? Because Philippe did a live stream yesterday from the Disney store. Or was it World of Disney? Who knows? Yeah, and so yeah, Philippe did a live stream yesterday from one of the shops anyway, sorry, Gary was just doing very rude gestures to me because I've just slowly pushed his arm out where he was getting slowly closer and closer and closer with the camera, and so he's just done some rude gestures out of camera shot to me, hence why he's giggling. Yeah, they did he did a live vlog from a live stream from one of the shops, and we at the time were in Bistro Remy, weren't we?
Yeah.
So we did actually, you know, just make a couple of comments and ask him where he was, but we didn't get out there in time to go and meet up with him or find him then. So we thought that was that. But yeah, we went into Cafe Fantasia, had a drink, and you and Dad left, didn't you? You were just going to start walking off slowly while I was getting the bag together and paying the bill.
Just walked out, virtually tripped over. I thought,
and
a minute.
Gary came back and said, "Oh, Philippe's sitting outside."
Recognise that face.
Yeah. So, but no, they were really lovely. Stopped and chatted for ages, didn't they? And it was really nice that people take the time to want to actually talk to you. So
yeah, showed us his little camera. That was quite impressive.
Yeah.
Sort of an inbuilt.
Yeah, we'd seen that on a
gimbly type thing.
On a different vlog, hadn't we? So yeah, that was really good. So, but it's just been, I think, to be honest, it's poor old Dad hasn't done an awful lot of walking really for for quite a few months really, and you know, he suffers a bit with his health, and I think we clocked up about 6 or 7 miles yesterday, and I think we've done about the same today, and I think it's just too much for him, to be honest.
Yeah, he's knackered.
So I'm knackered, so I know he must be. Yeah, so we've sort of come back to the hotel now, and but Gary's birthday present, I mean, obviously tomorrow we're going home, and we haven't done as much as perhaps we'd normally do, but Gary's birthday present from me is another trip back here. So, but this time we'll actually be staying in one of the associate hotels that we've stayed in the past, which is the Vienna International Dream Castle. So we can give you a different perspective of what it's like to stay in an associate hotel. The downside for us on that is not staying on property is that you obviously can't walk back. It's you know, a bus journey back. Unlike tonight, even though it was raining, the queues for the bus were horrendous, where everyone was kicking out. So we sort of took a very slow walk back, which obviously you can do, but obviously if you're staying in one of the hotels that you need to get the shuttle bus, that is the only downside. And obviously you can always just walk back here during the day if you want to pop back for something, and there you can't. But yeah, we're going to come out for another couple of days a bit later on, and
yeah, we have stayed there before.
Yeah,
It's been really nice there.
Yeah, so we're going to do that, and that's his birthday present. So, because what you get the man who's got everything.
Didn't realise I had everything.
Got nothing really.
Got you.
Me. Yeah, see.
Yeah, I've got you. That's good. Yeah. What more could I want?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, yes. He loves me really. Yes.
So a couple of things actually. No, maybe not.
Oh, shut up. I'm too tired to care tonight. Yeah, so we are coming back, so we can do a few more bits then, and perhaps do a few of the things that we were going to cover this time that we haven't had a chance to.
Hopefully the weather has changed.
Yeah.
It was last year this time. Next time.
What?
Later.
We didn't come last March. It was the March before.
March before, yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't come last March because
it was about 2/3 of the way through March, and that was, we ended up in shorts for the whole week.
We didn't come last March, actually. If you remember rightly, thinking about it, we didn't come last March because poor old Pablo had been to, if anyone here in the UK watches Super Vet, poor old Pablo had been up to the Super Vet in the October-November time before that, and had some massive surgery done. He had all pins and plates and screws and things put in his leg. Had some massive sort of surgery, reconstructive surgery done, and he was a bit of a poorly boy, wasn't he? It took him a long time to recuperate, and we didn't want to leave him with the dog sitter, and quite rightly she didn't want to have him while he still wasn't quite himself, and we were still sort of a bit worried about a few things, weren't we, with him? He wasn't quite back to normal, so we actually abandoned our March trip. And actually, if you remember rightly, I can remember saying to you that I'm really glad, you know, aren't you glad we didn't go away, because the weather was so awful, and it had been raining and awful, and I said, you know, at least we're here and we haven't sort of, you know.
That's right, yeah.
But the March before that,
Yeah,
so two years ago, we'd come out here and we'd bought winter coats and everything, and we ended up having to go to Val d'Europe so I could buy some t-shirts and things and some shorts and stuff, because it turned out, I mean, Gary put his shorts in the suitcase, didn't you? And I jokingly said to him, "You should tell me to shush."
That was pretty loud in my ear.
I'd actually said to Gary, "You're joking, aren't you? Shorts, you know, you're having a laugh." And then when we got here, he lived in your shorts for the whole week, didn't you?
And that was it.
Yeah, so, but it's only March. So, anyway, we are going to say goodnight now, so I can go and do some packing, and Gary can just sit and watch me.
Yeah. I'll hand you a couple of things.
Anyway, and we'll catch you in the morning for our last breakfast, and I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow. We're going to try guest services tomorrow for our suitcases and see how that works out. Because with your annual passes, I don't know if it's all of the tiers. I'll have to check that out. But I know definitely the Infinity, and I know the Magic Plus because Abigail and Chris did it, didn't they? You can use guest services to leave your suitcases. So we're going to give that a try this time, so that we don't have to come back to the hotel to collect them, and we can go straight to the station.
It's less depressing then. Just come back and have to walk away again.
Yeah.
So
we'll try that tomorrow. So we'll catch you then. See you in the morning. Night, guys.
Night.